Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. So, what a crazy market was today. We actually got in at a really good price. It was pretty much right here on the debit spread, and we had a chance. Whoever did it, we were depending on how many contracts. If you had one contract, you're up about $600. It cost I believe $1,400. So it was a little over, but right about almost a 50% profit. And then it came down and then shot back up again and down. So it was. I told everybody once we were up there to put stops at entry, and whoever did got stopped out. Whoever didn't had a chance to get out again for almost a 80% gain, and whoever didn't hold didn't do that. It came back down, but it's really a kind of a bipolar market right now, and it reflects what I put in the morning notes where I said, there's a lot of geopolitical uncertainty out there, and you have to be, there's fear, and people are they don't like fear, so you have to be quick with your trades, and that was it. I do believe that we're going to get a bounce coming soon. I mentioned that the fractal pattern that I was watching in the ES, which still may. I mean, this is pretty much. It's just we're looking for one of these moves here, and the only reason is it just every big move that we have down, we've usually had about 60 to 70% retracement. So it still may take place. To me, it would actually make sense. The reason why, so just using this as our, let's say guidelines here, and the reason why it would make sense is that if we look at the 15-minute chart, we have some bullish divergences. So that's kind of saying that whether we made a low today or we have to come down to another one of our pivots and we bounce up, this would fulfill this bullish divergence here. And if you look, this was, the last time we had a move from the S&P that went to the 5106 all the way up to 5168. So this was the last bullish divergence that we had. And if we go and kind of look again, we had, this was just a bottom and we came up on that, but we had a little bit of a bullish divergence right here, and we had the pop up. So we have this, so it's just playing the odds and not saying that this will definitely happen or not, because I don't know what happens overnight. So if we don't get anything and the market's happy, these bullish divergences will play out. I can see us heading somewhere up into the 5136 level, which is the moving average on the 15-minute chart. And you can see we have crossing moving averages up at the 1531 and 5150. So the bounce would make sense if we came up here, or even if we came a little bit lower, because what would happen is that would start to bring up our momentum here, which we really don't have a divergence. So if we got to bounce, say, someplace up into let's just say it's a little shallower, it goes to the 51 and then comes down again. And if this is going to play out the way that like I'm showing you right now, it's going to be pretty fast moves, meaning that it's going to be Wednesday up, Thursday down, and then what I would be anticipating is that that last move up, meaning that we'll now have bullish divergences on the 60-minute chart. If we came up and down and came down to the 50-25, that's a pivot I've been watching. If it goes below that, we have the 23% retracement from the top to the bottom at 49.95. So one of these places, if it came up and down, I believe they would hold, and we'd have some bullish divergences, and from there get a that rally that could take us someplace up, maybe even close the gap. I don't know, but it would be a very, very fast rally, and I believe this is what will suck in the bulls that have been just petrified right now about this move, because they haven't seen something like this since October, so they're not really accustomed to it. So this will get them all bulled up again, and then from there, that's when I anticipate that we are going to see that top that we've been talking about since November. And from that point, I believe that the next stop would be that we're coming all the way down to the 200-day moving average, and that would take us around that 47.25 level. But we have the support here, and this is a ways away. This whole let's say, vision that I'm talking about right now. It is subject to change. But if I'm just going off of what I'm seeing and what would make the most sense, is that we do get something like that. We get the daily momentum gets up, because it would be something that would happen in a pretty quick manner. And then from there, that opens the door for the move down. And again, if we just look at the weekly chart, this is starting to roll over here. We have some sell signals. So just a move down to the 50-day, which is very common, we're looking for a move again down to that right around that 4,700. So this is my downside target. When we get that, the top is in, it may be up at the 48. This makes sense on this one. And then from there, we'll probably, look for some kind of other rally that would be, into the August time period. And then when we get closer to the elections, I think they could literally pull the whole rug out of the carpet out of the markets, and we could see a very, very fast move down. And then from there, once the elections are past us, then we could rally. It all depends on what happens, but there's just a lot of uncertainty that's coming, and I think that's what's really messing up the markets. So moving on till tomorrow, what am I looking for? If we head lower, keep an eye on the 50-25 level. I'm just anticipating one of these places to hold, because I think nobody's really looking for any kind of bounce. Takes us up someplace into the 5106 level, but again, they're going to have to get above the 50-day moving average, which you can tell every time we came near there today, they just started selling. So they have to get above that. If they do, that's when I'd be looking for a stretch someplace up into the 51.23, possibly even the 51.57 level, and then another move back down before another move back higher, and then the big move down. So if the bulls can let's go to the 15-minute chart just so we can see it. So if the bulls can get above this 50.80 level, anticipate 51.07, possibly 51.38 level. Those would be my upside targets. If the bears take out these lows, we have that 50.25. That's a pivot, and then we have the 50.95. But the bullish divergences are suggesting that we're going to head higher. I don't know if it starts tomorrow or not, but it's definitely something that I would not be surprised to happen. But like I said, we're in the time period that we've been looking for the top since November. So if it doesn't happen, then you just ride the wave down, because I think it could be pretty hard and there'll be a lot more points down. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.